Today's story is found in the book of Daniel, chapter 3. A chapter that teaches us what unshakable faith looks like when everything's on the line. Long ago, in the powerful empire of Babylon, a group of Hebrew boys were chosen for service in the king's palace. Among them were 3 friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They had new names, new clothes, new jobs, but they never forgot who they were or who their God was. King Nebuchadnezzar, the mighty ruler of Babylon, was full of pride. One day, he decided to build a massive golden statue, 90 feet tall and 9 feet wide. It gleamed in the sun like fire itself. Then came the command: when you hear the sound of the horn, flute, harp, lyre, and all kinds of music, fall down and worship the gold image I've set up. Whoever does not bow will be immediately thrown into a blazing furnace. The music played, and across the vast plain of Dura, thousands of people bowed in obedience. Every official, every noble, every servant, all except 3, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego remained standing. They didn't protest loudly. They didn't cause a scene. But they stood. News of their defiance spread quickly. Jealous officials ran to tell the king, "Your Majesty, those Hebrews you appointed, they refuse to bow. They dishonor you." Furious, Nebuchadnezzar summoned them. "Is it true? You refuse to worship the image I've set up? I'll give you one more chance, or I'll throw you into the furnace. And what God can rescue you from my hand?" The room fell silent. Then came their reply, quiet, but thunderous in faith. "O king, we do not need to defend ourselves. If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to save us, and he will rescue us from your hand. But even if he does not, we will not bow. Even if he does not." Those 6 words shook the very foundation of the palace. Nebuchadnezzar's face twisted with rage. "Heat the furnace 7 times hotter." It was so intense that the soldiers who carried them to the edge were consumed by the flames themselves. The 3 were bound tightly and thrown in. But inside that furnace, something incredible happened. Instead of screams, there was silence. Instead of ashes, there was awe. The king stared into the fire and gasped. "Didn't we throw in 3 men? Look, I see 4. Walking freely, unburned. And the 4th looks like a son of the gods." God himself had entered the fire. When the king called them out, everyone watched in stunned silence as Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego walked out, not a hair singed. Their robes untouched. No smell of smoke. "Praise be to the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego," declared the king. "No other God can save like this." From that day on, anyone who spoke against their God would be punished. And the 3 friends were promoted to higher positions in the kingdom. But their real reward? They had witnessed God's power up close, not by avoiding the fire, but by walking through it with him. Let's pause and ask, what can we learn from this moment? 1. Faith that stands doesn't require certainty, just trust. They didn't know the outcome, but they knew their God. 2. Obedience matters, especially when it's costly. True faith shows up when it's risky, not just when it's easy. 3. God doesn't always remove the fire. Sometimes, he meets us in it. And when he does, it becomes a place of transformation, not destruction. 4. Even if he doesn't, faith is the highest form of trust. It says, "God, I love you, not for what you do, but for who you are." 5. Your boldness might ignite someone else's belief. Because of these men, a pagan king declared the power of the Most High God. 6. Standing for God today may open doors tomorrow. They were promoted after their trial, not before. Don't lose hope when the reward is delayed. Friend, what fire are you facing today? Is it fear, pressure, rejection? Whatever it is, know this: you are not alone. Just like the fourth man in the fire, God is with you. If this story stirred your heart, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to FaithFrame. We drop new Bible animations every Sunday, Thursday, and Saturday, so make sure to hit that notification bell. This isn't just animation, this is faith in motion. See you in the next episode.